Welcome to another Back of the Net recording. This one is for pie charts, helping you draw pie charts, and more importantly in a minute, helping you interpret pie charts. Okay, this is a question. The table gives information about the number of fish in a lake. 10 perch, 23 bream, 39 carp. Draw an accurate pie chart to show this information. The first thing we need to do is work out how many fish there were altogether. If we add those up, we'll end up with 72 fish. That 72 fish is going to have to equate to 360 degrees total on my pie chart. So I need to work out how many degrees per fish. So I've got that whole chart, 360, divided or shared out between the 72 fish, which, using a calculator, gave me 5. You may be able to do it without a calculator as well. So I know that I've got to times each fish by 5 degrees to get the number of degrees it's worth. So I might just want to write times 5 there, and I can write degrees in there. Okay, 10 times 5, 50. 23 times 5, I'll go times by 10, then halve it, gives me 115. 39 times 5 is 195. If I add those up, yep, I get 360 degrees. So I know I'm correct. I've now got to draw that, and it's got to be accurate, onto this pie chart. Okay, I've got my angle measure ready over here. The first thing I need to do is line up the cross in the middle of my pie chart, which is just, done it, not quite, needs to come off a bit, just there. This may be a bit difficult for you at home because if you watch it on widescreen, you may get a slightly elliptical shaped pie chart rather than the conventional round one, but it'll give you the idea anyway. I'm now just going to move that around a bit. I might just decrease it a tiny bit more so we can see where the edge, there we go, edge of the circle is. Now I've lined up the 0 there. I'm going to make it bigger again so you can actually see the scale on it. That 0 there, I line that up dead accurately. There we go. On there, and the first thing I want to do is measure 50 degrees. So I need to count round 10, 20, 30, 40. That counting is important to make sure we're not using the wrong scale, the inner scale here. We want the outer scale because that's the one that's going up sensibly. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm going to draw there. That's drawn a line for me. Let's move that away. Didn't draw the line for me. Let's try again. Go to 50. I think it might have drawn it for me there. That's 50. I now need to move my pie chart scale around to start to do the next 115. So 115 is around about there. That's drawn that for me. I then need to move it around. Whoops, sorry, undo that. I then need to move it around again. Okay, it's looking good. Move it around again if I can. From there, and this should be 195. Well, line it up, and hopefully that's back to the start. 195, 195. That's about right. That's my pie chart drawn. It's a bit inaccurate. I can now get my ruler and my pencil. I'll cheat and use the straight line tool on the board. There we go. Nice black colour pen. From the centre out to where you marked it. From the centre out to where you marked it. There we go. Last thing I need to do is label it. So I'm going to say the first one was perch, the second one was bream, and the last one was the carp. Okay, there we go. Question done. Next question. Okay, I'd like you to have a go at this yourself before I do it for you. I'm just going to move that right out of the way if I can. There we go. Okay, press pause. Welcome back. Hope you had a go at that one. The accurate pie chart gives some information about the votes received by 3 students in an election. The students received a total of 84 votes. So the total is 84. How many votes did Amy receive? Well, that's clearly a straight line down there, so that must be 180 degrees, or half the pie chart. Half of 84, 42. That's a gift of a question. 42 votes. In the pie chart, the angle for Paul is 60 degrees. What fraction of the votes did Paul receive? that can be confusing, except just go back to the basic idea that it's 60 degrees out of the whole 360. That's the first bit of the answer. Then it says, give your fraction in its simplest form. So we've got to cancel this down now. But always write the first initial answer there, because you get a mark for that, and I'm going to get a mark for simplifying. Well, 60 over 360, I can divide them both by 10 to give me 6 over 36. Some of you will say, well, 6 is a 36, so it's a sixth. You can go straight to a sixth. Some of you might like just to maybe halve them again. 3 over 18, I can divide both those by 3, which gives me 1 over 6. Either way, you ended up with 1/6. Relatively straightforward question. Let's try another one. There you go. Press pause. Welcome back. Mrs. Youssef went shopping at a superstore. The pie chart shows the information about the money she spent on petrol, on clothes, on food, and on other items. What did she spend the most money on? Well, the biggest section there is food. I hope you got that correct. What fraction of money did she spend on petrol? Now, petrol is this section in here, and it's a right angle. So it's telling you it's 90 degrees. So you know it's 90 degrees out of the 360. However, you should also know that 4 of those, 4 quarters makes a whole. So actually, you just know straight away it's a quarter of her money. If you want to do it the way there, you could now say that was equals 9 over 36. I can divide both of those numbers there by 3, which gives me 3 over 12, which is 1 over 4. Both ways I've got to a quarter at the end. I can clearly see, just visually, that that's a quarter of the whole chart. Mrs. Youssef spent £25 on petrol at the superstore. In total, how much money did she spend? I think the easiest way to do this is to know that that's £25, and you've got 4 lots of £25, because we just said it was a quarter, £100. You might want to write a method, 25 times 4. Okay, hope you got that correct. I think this is the last question for you to do on pie charts. Have a go at it. Press pause now. Okay, welcome back. It says, use the pie chart to complete the table. I'm just going to look at this a minute quickly and see. There's only one thing missing in this column here, and I know it's all got to add up to 360 degrees. So I'm just going to quickly work out what the missing amount in there is. Working it out, that's going to be 105 degrees that are missing there. So I've got one thing filled out there. I also know that 45 degrees is half of 90 degrees. 45 degrees is half of the 90. So if 90 is 12, 45's got to be 6. I've only got this thing missing here now, so I ought to be able to fill that in. Trouble is, I don't know how many people are all together. However, I know that 90 degrees, a quarter of them is 12. Well, 4 times 12 is 48. So I know the total there has got to be 48. And now I've got to work out what that missing amount would be. Well, 4 and 6 is 20, plus the 12 is 32. I've got to get up to 48, so the missing amount in there is going to be the difference between 48 and the 32, which is going to be 6 there, and then another 10, 16. So the answer is 16. There we go. Question done. I'm a bit worried that's not too clear, so I'm just going to write 16 neatly there and just put a line through that so it's clear for the examiner to see. Okay, I do believe that's all the questions we have on pie charts. It is. Hope that's been useful to you. Please tune in and watch another Back of the Net recording soon.